Good evening to one and all. Welcome to pantechelearning. Welcome to Sreyas Institute of Engineering and Technology, the faculties and students by pantechelearning. And once more, good evening to one and all. So today we are going to see about webinar on data mining. Okay, so what is the data mining and what is the process of data mining? What are the ways we are using a data mining technologies in our real-time situations? Okay, and this program is conducted by Department of Computer Science and Engineering, the college Sreyas Institute of Engineering and Technology. So thanks for this department, respected department of faculty members and then HODs of the department. Thanks for this wonderful webinar conducted on department of conducted on data mining. Okay, and I like to tell something about college. So Sreyas Institute of Engineering and Technology, located in the heart of the city. It's deliberation and planning of every aspect to create a world-class technical educational institute. Okay, the vision of college is to give an excellence in technical education to empower the young talent through the quality of education and then innovative engineering for well-being society. And the mission of the college is provide the quality education with innovation methodology and then intellectual human capital and provide conducive environment for research and developmental activities. Okay, there's principal and convener and coordinator. So the first of all, the principal and convener will see the name Sri Anatula Vinay Kumar Reddy, chairman of the college, and then Chintala Rabindranath Yadav, secretary of the college, and then Sri Nirvetla Sarath Reddy, treasurer, and then Sri Anatula Hirida Reddy, vice principal. Okay, so thanks for this principal and convener and coordinator of the college to conducting this wonderful webinar on pantechelearning. And so the college have both like a BTech programming of CSE department, 2 students intake each and every year, and then MTech also available for CSE department. The intake every year 24 students each and every year. And this is all about college. Okay, so on the head of the department Sahik Abdul Nabi, and then coordinator Srilata Puli, Mrs. Srilata Puli. So thanks for this Dr. Sahik Abdul Nabi and Mrs. Srilata Puli for conducting this wonderful webinar on pantechelearning. The webinar topic is data mining. Okay, so let me enter into the session and we will see about how the data mining will be useful nowadays, and then what are the way we are using this data mining techniques, and then currently how we can apply this data mining in our real-time applications. Okay, so these are the topics we are covering in today's session. It's introduction to data mining and why data mining, and then applications of data mining, like what are the applications we are using data mining techniques, and then core technology and architecture. Okay, so how it's working and what is the core future of this data mining topic, and then data classification, because if you normally take any data in your side, okay, so they have some classification, right? So if you take any data, they have some classification type of data. So we need to find that classification, means for that we need to use this one. Okay, and then data mining process. What are the way we can process our data mining technique, and then OLTP, OLAP, and then data processing steps. Okay, so these are the topics we are covering in this today's webinar. So first we enter into the session. Before that, I like to introduce our Pantech solution. What is the main aim of our Pantech solution? Like, we are origin from 2004 with 7 branches, 100 plus employees and 1200 plus employees we almost covered. And then the main aim of our Pantech solution is like we have an research and development for industrial project, okay, and faculty development programming and hands-on training, and then internship and in-plant training, and short-term process, value-added course, academic project training. So these are the things we are covering for mainly focusing on this, okay, this area. So like project related industrial project or faculty development programs and all. But even though we are covering for ECE and EEE domains and CSE and IT domains also, okay. So ECE and EEE domains means we are covering like IoT, artificial intelligence, embedded system and robotics, VLSI and FPGA, like processors, okay, so TMS processors, this and all, and then image processing and OpenCV, then network simulation, power electronics and electric vehicles. These are the things we are covering with the ECE and EEE domain. And then CSE and IT domain we are covering like a lot of software oriented things like big data, data analytics, Internet of Things, Python and Android Kotlin, and Android application development, and then image processing, text mining, natural language processing, cloud computing, mobile computing, machine learning, deep learning. So these are the things we are covering for CSE and IT. Okay, so let me enter into the session. The first of all, introduction to data mining. Okay, so because what is data mining, what is data, we need to know. Okay, then only we will comes to know, okay, data mining is this one. Okay, so I hope some of the few members will be know already about data mining, but we will see in different way. Okay, so how we can using the data mining techniques. Okay, so first of all we see about history, because in 1916s some of the few members, that is statisticians. Okay, statisticians is nothing but the person who working on the data oriented jobs, and then they are doing some manipulation or they are doing some other things with those data, means that is those name is called as a statisticians. So they will first they called as, before data mining it's named, they first they called as data fishing or data digging. Okay, so these are the words somewhat look like a weird, so automatically in 1919 they changed the word into data fishing or data digging into data mining. Okay, so in 1919 only they give a name for that, gave name it as a data mining, but before the data fishing, so the word data mining will be referred to as an analyzing of data. Okay, so we have large amount of data over the internet or servers or different type of social medias. We have large amount of data, so using those data you are doing something with that data, means that is called data mining. Not that is called data mining, you need particular amount of data, exactly I need this people's, means you need to retrieve those data from large amount of data, right? So that is called data mining. Okay, so here what is data, right? So data is all about like facts, set of facts. Okay, so set of facts means like newses or some other information, some other technology related newses. So like this set of facts will be there, are observations or measurements about objects, events and process of interests, anything. Okay, so data is nothing but anything, okay, based upon your internet activities or based upon your social media activities or based upon your Facebook activities. So each and every user have some data with their own. Okay, so that is data. Okay, so the data is nothing but this one. Okay, the next one, what is information? So information is the information is nothing but we know the meaning of information, but here in data mining technique the information is nothing but if you have any data. Okay, so if you have any data, within that data you need to retrieve some particular data, that is particular information in that huge amount of data, that is called information. So here information is the process of data that is useful in one way or other way. Okay, so if you are taking any data, okay, for example you can see decision making or communication. So decision making is like, for example, I am offering for example one person entered for interview. Okay, so the company offering for 16K per month. Okay, so what is the decision of the person is whether he need to choose, okay we will join, whether he need to accept it, otherwise he need to decline. Okay, so otherwise he have another one decision also, he will take some time and he will take some little bit coffee, and then he will think about that job and then salary, and then if it is okay means he can go and accept the offer, otherwise he declined the offer. Okay, so like that we need to make some decision, okay, based upon the data. Okay, here I am giving one example, but the decision making and all, like e-commerce websites and all you are taking now, nowadays e-commerce website will be play the major role in data mining and data mining. Okay, so there is a big data and data mining are the most important for e-commerce websites. Okay, so that and all I will tell you one by one some of the example on coming slide. Okay, so information is nothing but it's all about retrieving the data from large amount of data. Okay, so that is information. So here the question about what is data mining. So data mining is nothing but it's a method to process the large and complex database. Okay, so it is a set of method that will be applied to large and complex database. Okay, so for example here method means what, some of the condition or some function, some functionality we are applying for large or complex database. Okay, so why we are applying, we need to complete those method. Okay, so that is the thing here, our main name. Okay, so for that we are passing some method, so some information to the large and complex database to collect the data. Okay, so data mining is essential to process the data driven extraction. Here you need to know about what is data driven. Okay, so data driven extraction we have, and task driven extraction also we have. Okay, so task driven extraction is like if your data set having a structured manner. Okay, structured and unstructured we will see in coming slide. If your data set having structured manner, we need to use task driven approach. We can complete the information or complete the data. But if you are having an unstructured type of data, okay, we need to apply data driven approach. Okay, so data driven approach is nothing but you can retrieve the data you can cluster the data using data driven approach, and then you can get an output of that using that clustered data. Okay, so that is the use of data driven extraction. Okay, so it will be give some useful information from large database. The entire process is interactive and iterative. Okay, so based on the iteration and based on the interaction it will be come. Okay, so data mining is also called as a KDD, that is knowledge discovery in database. Okay, KDD, knowledge discovery in database. Okay, so the knowledge discovery is the process like data cleaning. So in knowledge discovery we have some processes, otherwise in data mining we have some processes like first of all data cleaning. Okay, data cleaning, whether if you have any data, simple, for example we don't need to take large amount of data, so we will take some simple amount of data like in Excel sheet. Okay, so if you're taking any Excel sheet related to like school students informations, for example you are taking, Okay, so there definitely data cleaning is nothing but if you have any null values, if you have any empty row or empty column, we need to remove that column, means we can use data cleaning. Otherwise you need to drop some column, terminate some column or row in your data, means you need to do some data cleaning process. Then data integrations like attaching, and then data selection. For example, I need the student mark who in maths who are taking 18 to 19 marks, 80 to 90 marks. So we need particularly that students only, means we need to select using data selection or data transformation, data mining, pattern evaluation, and knowledge presentation. So these are the methods we can cover with KDD, that is knowledge discovery in database. Then foundation of data mining. So why we are using for data mining is, normally if you have massive data collection, we need, if you want to do some process with data mining, means we need some massive data collection and then powerful multiprocessor computers. Okay, so that is important because we are working on huge amount of data. Okay, so within that huge amount of data we need to manipulate some or store or delete some data, means normal computer it will be not possible. We need to do with supercomputers and multiprocessors. Okay, so that is the things we are using, and then we need some data mining algorithms to achieve our targets. Okay, that is the foundation. And types of data gathered. Okay, so I am telling from starting onwards data. Okay, so where we are getting those data? So for example, we can get the data from business transactions. Okay, so if we are doing some transactions like digital timestamp like that, you can do some digital transaction. We can take data from the business transaction. And then scientific data. Okay, so name itself we have suggest scientific related data also we can take. And medical and personal data. Okay, so medical and personal data means like in hospital we have different type of persons, right? So different type of persons we have some other like fever will be there, accident cases will be there, only cough will be there. Okay, so cough will be there. Okay, so like that we have some different type of patients will be there. So for those patient, definitely they will buy some medicines, right? So each and every day the patients buying the medicines, means automatically we are collecting the data, we are saving the data in digital way, right? Okay. Each and every patient have some report, right? So for example, if the patient attacked by fever means normal fever, means for that person, that normal fever person, what are the medicines he buy? Okay, so like that I am collecting the large amount of data in hospital reports also. Okay, so why means it will be useful for next future enhancement. For example, if you want to build a chatbot, or if you want to build a machine learning or deep learning model, means it will be easily we can applicable. Okay, so that is medicinal and personal data, and surveillance and videos and pictures. Okay, so based upon computer vision we can take videos and pictures, and games, digital media like digital currencies. We have cryptocurrency. In cryptocurrency we have a lot of currencies like Bitcoin, like that. And then CAD, software engineering, virtual world, and text report and memos. Okay, like email messaging. So these are the area we can take the data for our data mining process. Okay, and then why data mining we are using? Okay, so why we are using the data mining means in the presentation you need to comes to know. So for example, we have like interacting customer and unidentified customers. Okay, so interactive customers and unidentified customers, standard product and personalized products. So for example, for interactive customers and standard products, if you want to achieve these two, means we need to do database marketing. Okay, so if you want to do interactive customers plus personalized product, means we need to use customized marketing. Okay, so like this we can compare with each other. But for simple example, for example, the person lives in Chennai. Okay, so one person live in Chennai, he is buying a product of like company name ABC company. Okay, so from ABC company he is buying a red color t-shirt. Okay, so for in online e-commerce website he is buying from ABC company red color t-shirt. Then after that automatically it will be give some suggest to that person. Almost you can buy like perfumes or sprays, okay, or any other keychains, okay, any other pants. Okay, so like that from ABC company name tagging itself we will get some recommendation system also. Okay, so like that in person who live in Chennai, not only he buy the red color t-shirt, some 10 members or 20 members buy the same red color t-shirt, means automatically we can collect the data from the Chennai peoples. So nowadays the trending one is red color t-shirt only. So automatically some other companies also focusing on that things. Okay, so how this are doing, we are approaching means using our data mining techniques only. Okay, so data mining techniques is one of the important process to give some offers in even in e-commerce websites also. Okay, so now recently only it's the end of the sale, right? Amazon and Flipkart. Okay, so but the sales was like not only like offers based, okay, but that end. Okay, so it's like a data mining only. So that is the use of data mining. And we have, you can do here, you can see automated prediction of trends and behavior and automated discovery of previously unknown pattern. Okay, so now I tell an example of automatic discovery of previously unknown patterns. Okay, so unknown patterns means based upon the automatic prediction of trends and behavior, means if you are ordering one mobile phone, for example Redmi or Samsung, okay, so you will be give some, it will automatically the e-commerce website will be give some suggest, okay, you can buy these cases or you can back cover like that. Okay, that is automated prediction of trends and behaviors. But the I told you that example, not red color t-shirt, so that and all automatic discovery of previous unknown patterns. Okay, so that and all not unknown patterns, based upon the unknown patterns. So, more numbers are buying focusing on the red color t-shirt, means automatically it's created some trends. Okay, so this is the use of data mining. And then application of data mining. So first of all, market, the application of data mining is market segment. That is important because data mining and big data is most useful in digital marketing side only. Okay, so market segmentation and then customer targeting and retention. Okay, so we are targeting the customer based upon the data and product design and credit card fraud reduction and then web advertising recommendation system. Okay, so recommendation like movie recommendation system or a market based recommendation system. So like that we can do with applications of data mining. Okay, so these are the things we will use in real time. Okay, so healthcare or market based basket analysis. About market basket analysis I will tell you because it's a nice example for data mining technology. Okay, so I will approach you about that. Okay, so these are the things we are doing. And then other applications also like stock market trends. Stock market trends means like stock market analysis. We are like how the companies are investing, and the text and the multimedia data mining supports sports counting, and then medical outcome analysis and scientific data mining. So these are some of the other applications we are covering for data mining techniques. The next one, the challenges. If you want to implementation of data mining, what are the challenges? Okay, the first of all, we need data, right? So if you are doing any process with data mining, we need data. So this one we know already, but the data should be without noisy and completed data. But if you have a noisy and incomplete data, means it's a challenge to achieve the without noisy and incomplete data. Okay, and then it should be in a distributed data, and it should be not in complex data, and then it should be performance should be an nice, and then data visualization also it's want to good, and then data privacy and security. Okay, so we need to achieve those challenges, because the data mining is if you want to achieve particularly data mining, we need to do some pre-processing steps and all. Okay, that is important. Not only in data mining, if you are taking a machine learning or deep learning or any other technology, the pre-processing step is important of the each and every applications. Okay, so that is pre-processing related. So then core technologies and architecture. So let me see about architecture and technologies. Okay, so the data mining will be applicable for both statistical ways and then visualization. Visualization means, like for example, if we have a data set, okay, the data set have more number of rows and columns. Okay, if you need to plot only a column of gender, we can use data mining technique. I need only a column of gender, how many male and how many females will be there. You can plot the graph, means automatically we can visualize the things. Okay, so then information retrieval, and then machine learning, and then database technologies. So these are the core technologies for data mining. Okay, this here you can see the architecture. So architecture is nothing but we have totally two things. Okay, like database and data warehouse. Okay, database and data warehouse is both are different, because in data warehouse we are doing some filtering process, and then we are achieving some other data like database or data warehouse server or data mining of engine, and then pattern evaluation. Within that pattern evaluation and data mining engine itself, we will collect some knowledge. For example, assume it should be assume that you have a data of e-commerce website. Okay, so if we are doing some process with e-commerce website data, I will gain the knowledge of where from which area what is the product it's now trending. Okay, so for TN, what is the product now currently trending? For AP, or what is the product currently trending? I will gain some knowledge using some data mining engine and pattern evaluation. So after I am doing this all the process, I will save it in as a cleaning and integration of the database. Okay, so this is the architecture of typical data mining, and here is one of the most important example understanding the customer behavior. Okay, so let me see about this. So here you can see we have totally two type of rule mining is there. Okay, so first of all, before that you need to know about this example. Okay, so we already discussed about this in our in this channel, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, because we already done with like recommendation system using machine learning, and then chatbot using the AI technology, and then not only machine learning or deep learning, we have some other, we done the webinar with like power systems, power electronics, and then IoTs. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. You will be get a notification each and every time regarding different type of domains based. Okay, so let me comes to this market basket analysis. Here you can see actually the simple information about this understanding customer behavior means, for example, we have totally 4 customers. Okay, in that 4 customers, each customers buying, if they buy a bread, means automatically they are buying a milk. Okay, bread milk. Okay, so automatically the nth customer, for nth customer, the algorithm will be give the prediction result of, if you are buying a bread, means automatically it will be give the milk. So it is based upon the billing system. Okay, the billing system which you are giving in supermarket. Okay, so using that billing name of the product itself, I will gain some knowledge. Okay, so that is the why now the billing system is not only useful for your just amount paying and then checking purpose and all. Okay, so the billing, each and every bills and all stored in their own database, and they will collect the data who are all buying the product, who according to what. Okay, so for example, if you are buying an bread and milk, combination of bread and milk means automatically the automatically the workers are market, that is owners in those market basket market company, automatically they will kept near to the bread, milk also they will automatically. So based upon your buying things, they will change their environment of the market. Okay, so that is the thing, it's necessary of this and all happen according to the data mining only. Okay, so here we have some of the rules like association rule. So first one, here we can change the store layout according to the trends. So according to the billing statement, they will change the store layouts. And then customer behavior analysis, according to the customer how it's behaving, and then catalog design and cross marketing online stores, what are the trends item customers buy, and then customers email with. So based upon this, they will split it into two type, one is association and one is recommendation. So if you are buying frequently means that is recommendation, we are doing means that is association. The customer who brought this item also brought means that is recommendation. Okay, so this is the different way of association rule. And then data classification. So definitely we need to achieve this data classification, because we can different type of database we have. Okay, for data mining we have different type of database like relational database, data warehouse, that is normally generally they will call as the OLAP, and then data repositories, and then object relational database and transactional database. Let me see one by one what are the uses of that types of data mining database. Okay, so before we enter into that one, we need to know some of the classification data set. Like we have totally three type of data. If you are taking from online or offline, anything, anywhere, we have totally three type of data it will be available. One is unstructured data, another one is structured data, another one is semi-structured data. Okay, so first we will see what is structured, unstructured and semi-structured, then we enter into the database types of database technique. Okay, so here structured data is nothing but it's a well defined field of numeric or alphanumeric values. Okay, so if you are taking any data from any source like online or offline, the data should be in well defined manner. Okay, so there is no problem with that data, means that is called structured data. Okay, so if you have an like unknown columns or empty columns or null values, or there is no classes in your data, means that is called unstructured data. Okay, so it's not well defined information, requires extensive processing to extract content information. Okay, so if you need to retrieve any information from the database, you need to do some other process like algorithm. Using some algorithm, you need to do some process. And example like blogs, news reports, images, videos, and all unstructured data. Okay, so it's a fastest growing data segment. Why? Because we are each and every day we are using social medias. Okay, in that also we are providing large amount of data. So that under unstructured data. Semi-structured data means in name itself we are such as like medical report or any other interview scripts or web documentation. So this under unstructured data. I will show you the example in next slide. You can see it and think about it. Okay, so unstructured data means like this first screenshot. Okay, so we have details, but the details should be not in good manner. Okay, so that is unstructured data. Semi-structured data means we have details, but it's in a like unstructured manner. For example, you can see student ID and then student ID, like that we have some tags. Okay, some tags we have. Okay, based upon the tags we need to perform the data. But you can see the structured data, we have rows and columns with correct attribute name without any null values, so that is structured data. Okay, now we coming into the data mining processes. Okay, so if you want to do some processes, we need to achieve the data mining technique, that is knowledge discovery database. We already discussed about this. So here you can see these are the processes we need to do, like data cleaning, integration, selection, transaction, data mining, and then pattern evaluation, knowledge representation. Okay, so if you want to get some knowledge, okay, you need to do some process up to the from starting to ending. Okay, so this is important, data integration and then data cleaning and then selection and transformation and all important. Then only you will be get some knowledge of that data, then you can implement that knowledge in some other way. Okay, so digital marketing or any other marketing way you can implement that things. Okay, so that is important. And then here you can see we will know about accessing information of data warehouse. Okay, so how we can access your information in data warehouse, that is important, right? So because if you want to develop a program, if you want to develop any software, we have some program and we have some languages to develop from some software. Okay, so if you want to retrieve the data from the warehouse, for that also we have some languages. Okay, one of the languages is structured query language, SQL, that is most popular one, because most of the person will be know about structured query language. Okay, so using structured query language we can retrieve the data from the data warehouse. It will be good for extracting, but it's a non-dimensional information. Okay, so non-dimensional information means it will be collect the data according to what you are giving as a input. Okay, so for example you can see I want to find the credit card customers who handling the amount $500 means or more, like that means it will be checked only for 500 or more amount of customers. Okay, so that is the use of SQL. But we have another way of accessing the information in data warehouse, that is OLAP method. Okay, this is like a SQL only. This is also one of the processing, that is online analytical processing. Okay, so this is based on the reporting and query tools. Here if you want to do some process with your data means we can do, it's extracting also easy, and then it's a dimensional information. Okay, dimensional information means it will be in the form of cube shape, like 1 2D or 3D 4D, like that. Okay, so for example you can see we can apply even more, find all the credit card customer, that is particularly in Midwest with luxury car, I need 500 or more than payment balance detail. Okay, so like this you can give an information exactly what you need, and then you can retrieve you can give the different type of dimensional information and retrieve the data. So this is the use of accessing the information of data warehouse. Okay, so next one, OLTP and OLAP. So here we have some of the category system, like classification according to the type, data source mined, and the data model drawn, and then knowledge discover and machine technique. Okay, so let me see what is OLTP, online transaction process. Okay, so online transaction process will be support the transaction oriented applications like 3-tier architecture. Okay, so normally it will be used for 3-tier architecture. The primary objective of this one is like processing, not for data analytics. Okay, so just if you have a data, we can use OLTP with 3-tier architecture, we can retrieve the information. Okay, but if you take an OLAP, it will be like organize the dimensional, that is already we discussed about, it's in a cube. Okay, so normally it's called as a cube, because the data which you are giving to the OLAP data warehouse, it will be saved as a cube method only. So it will be viewing angle also easy, and you can slicing and dicing your data easily to getting some information. Okay, so here you can see we have one nice example. For example, the mobile phone sales company need to know about September and October sales result, means we can easily taken from the database. Okay, so this is the way we can use OLAP. And then here you can see OLTP and OLAP architecture view. Okay, so if you are doing OLTP operations, it will be applicable only for business strategy and then master data transaction only. But OLAP it will be collect some information from the warehouse also. Okay, so this is the defined process. And then OLAP architecture. So here you can see we already discussed about the person who have credit card minimum 500 amount, greater than $500, and then we need northwest, otherwise midwest street, means it will be collect like this only. So this is the process of OLAP. And the next one, the OLAP operations, slicing and dicing. Slicing is like it will be take according to the column wise, dice means according to the row wise. Okay, then different tools we can use for OLAP, like desktop OLAP or relational OLAP and multi-dimensional OLAP. Okay, so this is a different way we can use OLAP tools. And the next one, data processing steps. Okay, so data pre-processing is one of the important steps. It will be applicable for internally or externally to retrieve the data as a clean. Okay, so data want to convert into the clean way, that is algorithm. If you are using any algorithm want to know. Okay, so for that purpose we need to achieve this data cleaning and pre-processing steps. Then after data pre-processing steps, we need to convert our data into a numerical way. For example, if you have a age group or any other gender column, okay, so you need to convert your male and female into zeros and ones, like that we need to do according to the data pre-processing steps. Okay, so then pattern discovery stage. So the pattern discovery stage is this one, like association model, classification model, clustering model, regression model, sequential model and visual model. So we already discussed about in this webinar in our channel what is association model also, what is classification model also, and what is clustering model also, what is regression model also. Okay, so up to top 4 we already discussed with technical way also. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel. You will be get an idea about this types of models. Okay, so next one, interpretation stage. So the stage is all about how the businessman can view our data. So we are just ordering the Ola cab, and then we know the Ola cab, according to the location Ola cab will be came, and we will move to the destination point, right? So we will know about only this only, right? Then just we are ordering and then we are giving money, but the data which you are doing from starting booking to ending of booking, each data will be stored into the Uber database, and they will use your data to check how the business is running. Okay, so what are the changes they need to do. Okay, so that is the stage of interpretation stage. Okay, reporting stage, we need to come we need to find an particular, so which action we need to do, that is reporting stage. Then we will achieve the stages. Okay, then here issues of data mining. So if you want to do any data mining methods, you have some issues like performance issues or data source issues, because for example, if you want to do medical related data, so data mining means we need to authentication from the hospitals. Okay, because the medical reports under some privacy basis, so we can't give, so like that we need some issues will be there. Okay, So the area where the data mining had good and bad effects. Okay, so these are the area we can use it for good, for predicting the future trends and customer purchase habit, and then decision making, improving the company revenue or lower cost, and then market basket analysis, fraud detection. These are the things. It's a good way, but bad way you can see like privacy and security will be missed. Okay, if you are sharing any data to the data mining, it will be, that is your data, right? And then amount of data is also overwhelming. So if you want to achieve any social media's activity, means that data will be have high. Okay, so we can't exactly retrieve the data, so that is one thing. And then great cost at implementing stage, and then position of possible misuses of information, and the possible inaccuracy of data. Okay, so that is the things we are doing. So that's it about data mining webinar. So conclusion is all about as the result we discussed about data mining introductions. I hope everybody will understood about the all the concepts. Okay, and then all the steps covering with this. Okay, so thank you for this session, wonderful session with data mining. I hope everybody will comes to know what is data mining. Okay, so not only end of this session, we have another thing also, that is I like to tell about technical training programs from IETE. Okay, so we are conducting a technical training program on August 20 onwards, fully hands-on training only. Okay, so we are guarantee about this fully hands-on training. So it started 3rd August, and then duration is 5 days internship. 5 days, each day 2 hours. Okay, so if you are willing to join with us, not only we have different type of domains available. Which domain you need, you can join with us. Okay, like deep learning you need, or machine learning, or power system. Okay, or IoT with cloud. So we have lot of things, you can join with us. So the cost is 300 and 350. Okay, and then IETE internship programs we are conducting, like the 15 days internship. Okay, so that is training, this is internship program. So which one you can move it on better way. Okay, so August 10 onwards it started. And then we have weekend national level workshop series also, like 2 days workshop. Okay, so how we can build a chatbot, or data science, or power system programming. So week 1, week 2, week 3 I think almost completed. The week 4, week 5 we have like practical approach of AI, and then hands-on electric vehicle design using MATLAB, and then practical approach of Microsoft Azure and protocol, and then practical approach of computer vision. Okay, so I hope this will be useful to you. If you want to joining these internships, you can contact to this number. Okay, so I will show you the numbers. So Mr. Senthil Kumar and Mr. Srinivasan and Mr. Kumarasamy. Okay, so if you want to join with those internships, you can contact those numbers, and then they will help you about your internship or webinars also. Okay, so some of the faculties are also watching this webinar. If you are wanna do like this webinar for your college, you can contact these 3 numbers. Okay, and thank you for this wonderful webinar by Sreyas College of Engineering and Technology, and the faculty members who conducting this wonderful webinar, and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, HODs and faculties. Thank you. And if you need any upcoming event information, you can contact on WhatsApp and Telegram. Okay, so the Telegram channel name is pantechelearning. You just join with us. We will update you each and every day about our things. Okay, so if you like this video, please click a like button. If you are new to this channel, subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. And then about attendance links we posted on our comment box and our description also. You just check it out and fill your attendance links. Thank you all. Have a nice day.